so we're going to be looking at Leo, Pisces, and Gemini in that order. Okay, I will timestamp it and everything should be within the video below. So you can kind of skip to which one it is. Skip to Lou, my darling. Lulu, Louise, Lucifer, Capricorn, Linda, Belinda, Liz, Taylor, Tyler, Tarot, Tanya. So don't forget, we're also doing Leo. So this is Leo. Okay, but don't forget, you can watch this still in numerology, meaning that when I do Aquarian, okay, and you see Aquarius coming up in the 3-star signs, you can also watch that because that's a major arcana 8. If you've got no idea what I'm on about, then you're going to find it very difficult if you are new. Okay, so stick in there and you'll soon see what I mean. So, Leo, for a start, the 3 questions or the 4 questions that we're going to be looking at for a start is work and money. Please make sure you smash that like button and comment below. Tell me what you think to this new setup. Don't forget, Patreon Weekly is over on Patreon. That's a full weekly spread and you'll need the silver or gold tier. So, Leo for their work and money. What is going on for their work and money? So for your work and money, you might be thinking of new ideas, what you can do creatively. Okay, like creative handwriting, anything that is creative, basically. But I'm thinking that I might be swapping jobs or swapping roles for a lot of you. If it actually comes to your job itself, this is like I might be swapping roles, and now I've got to learn what to do when I'm working. I've been asked to do something, and I'm now swapping roles with someone else. Okay, it might be where you're working, you might not be satisfied so much, and you're kind of thinking, daydreaming out the window, thinking I would love to do something more that's esoteric or spiritual than what I would actually on the physical plane. These do get cross comparison where we look at your work and love and family and spiritual, but if your work is being affected by your love life, then we kind of merge the whole reading in together. Okay, but at the moment I'm picking up that some of you might be dreaming of a better life, a better job, more money. If you're not working, then you're kind of like browsing around looking for a job itself, like going through the paper and don't know, do people still go through the paper, Leo? Do people still go through the paper these days? Through the internet, okay. But let's see. So for Leo and their work, please. For Leo and their work, what they got going on. So you got the 7 of Swords. Oh, so it's a little bit like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Some of you might be having to pay off quite a few loans if it's really not to do with around where you're working at the moment. There might be a lot of competition around where you're working. Okay, there might be a lot of sort of like difficult if you are in a relationship in order to find time to spend with one another when we get onto your love life, but finding it difficult to spend time with one another. Some of you could be in a metaphysical connection with love that is involving your work, where this person is kind of like coming in to kind of tempt you away from a situation. Some of you might be headhunted when it comes to like, okay, I've got something going on, but I'm being headhunted and someone is looking at trying to get me out of the job that I'm in and wants me in a different position. So this would be like moving positions. If you are kind of like, or a physician, something's around the doctors, hospitals or nurses. Now, this would also be like run ragged at work. Like I've got so much work on and I've got so much to do, okay, that I just can't seem to keep up with my work. Like I keep looking at internet and like watching Steve on the TV and whatnot. And I've got loads to do and loads to catch up on. And the last thing I really want to do is work, but I've got to. So it's kind of like I'm in the door, out the door, shopping, doing all this sort of stuff. Then also dreaming about a better job, better money, better pay, better this. But like I'm really just going to have to stop dreaming and just get on with my job and get on with my work. There might be a lot of distractions at where you are working at the moment. I'm not really seeing financial. If I start to look at this financially for you, Leo, it might be where you or your partner have got like a lot of things to pay off. Well, this is kind of like within the next 48 hours roughly, Leo. But like, because it's only like 3 cards. But like, it's kind of like I've got a lot of things, a lot of overheads to pay off, and I've got to pay this and I've got to pay that, and I've got to keep up to date with thinking, okay, I've joined here, I've joined there, I've got like, you know, music subscriptions, got video subscriptions, got like Prime and blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like trying to organize. Now, this person itself here could have a lot of ADHD. This person could suffer from it. Like I said, it could be you or your partner. But like, suffers from ADHD. Both of these are my ADHD cards. Attention deficit disorder. Can't seem to focus and can't seem to pay attention. Can't seem to focus to where I'm going, and I can't seem to pay attention. So I'm really busy at the moment if I'm in a partnership, and I'm really, all I can do is focus on, well, dreaming and also my job. This person here individually is getting very stressed, like very kind of like, oh God, I just like, oh, what do I want to do first? What do I do first? Okay. At work, like I got so many things to think of, like all I can really think about is still nothing practical, still like, it's kind of like trying to manifest something more here. Let's see, Leo and their work, please. What's going on around Leo and their work and also their money? So this is also paying off a lot of loans. Wow. So if you're at work, Leo, wherever you're working, there's a hell of a lot of like getting really pissed off around people here. Like I get so fed up, like with people just coming in the shop, out the shop, in the door, out the door, like just crowded full of people. I can't think straight. I'm just literally filling up, Tommy. I can't take it no more. Now this is really showing me a lot of signs that could be merging in with your love life here, Leo. Sorry if you can hear that plane overhead. Or the name Ed or Edwina or Ellie, or I'm hearing Ella May or Eloise, okay, or Louise or Eloise. So let's see what, because like I said, if you're not working, these are going to be like really like there's no money here. Like it's just like it's a dead-ended job where I'm really not getting any further in the business. Like I'm doing my business and I'm doing my job, Rob, but I don't seem to be like excelling in my job. Some of you might use Word, Excel, okay, but I don't, or selling. This is Sal. This is like a car merchant. Some of you might be you might have a stutter. Some of you might be looking to actually purchase a car where you're kind of like, you know, I need to save up to buy myself a car, or I need to, like, I'm dreaming about actually buying a car here. Some of you might use Word, Excel, and you might be on like a computer or an analyst or Devi. Someone that's also very devious as well here. This is also looking at someone else's man, someone else's woman when we start looking at your love, but that ain't yet. But like I'm looking at someone else's man, I'm looking at someone else's woman, I'm looking at other people's material to see what I can do to steal it. This is like stealing other people's ideas. Like I've had a really good idea and I'm coming in order to try and take what's yours, right? Because it can be a man or a woman. But again, man, I don't want like people throwing shade at me, like, or Sadie or Sarah or Sassy or Sandra, but I'm hearing Shady or Slim or Eminem. So anybody's got M in their name, or S, M or S in their name, anybody, anywhere. So M or S in their name, okay? But like, I don't want, you know, your life is your life, right? You know, so if someone isn't getting on in a commitment, right, and they've not been getting on, and they're like, oh, I'm just really not getting on, blah, 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 and you're like, well, I'm a cross watcher, or I've got Leo in my chart, right, and this person here is with someone, and they've split up, and they've like had a go, you know, they've split up, and they're, because when you meet someone new is obviously going to have just got out of something for them to be an option, right? So it's either the fact that whoever it is that's eyeing up this person here is either already taken, but it feels here that, like, looking at it from two people's perspective, I've just cut out my partner and I've got out of something, right? This is how a conversation would go. I've literally just got out of something and we're no longer together. We don't get on very much. We've been in and out of the relationship like a fucking yo-yo. We've been breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. And I still feel that they could be an option, but I don't think that it's going to work out. Now, there is someone that this person here could be talking to and desiring is the same person that's also trying to get out of the one that they're in, right? Which means that, are you still with your ex? Okay, because I've just left mine. Are you still with yours? Because both of these people are trying, like, this is like new energy here. Okay, at the same time, okay, we're looking deeper into the reading, but someone new, okay. I've just bumped into someone new that I feel that we have a connection that is more spiritual and metaphysical than anything else, but it's not actually grounded itself on a metaphysical plane yet. But that's because I've literally just got out of something and I've just walked out from my ex and my partner, and now we can actually start to discuss our future. But that could be, have you left your partner yet? Okay, so that's also what I'm kind of seeing there for the moment. So let's now start to see if this does divulge more into your love. So let's see what's going on around Leo's love language and their love life for Leo's love life, please. So you get the 9 of Wands for your love life, Leo. You get the 3 of Cups and you get the Page of Cups. So there is, I believe that what I was trying to tell you that was coming up as your love life in your work section is distracting you from your work and you're daydreaming and blah, blah, blah because of what might be very chaotic around your love life. If your love life is very chaotic and there's a lot of third energy, this is how it's looking. So this person here has left an ex, right, or trying to leave an ex that's been very controlling. The whole circumstance has been extremely karmic. We haven't really got on the same page. We've tried, but it's been a very karmic situation for me. Okay, that's these two people here talking to one another, right, here. But the same person that is a friend is also talking like to leave this person, like it's both, it's mirrored, right, it's mirroring that the person that's leaving this energy is and who they're talking to is still with someone. They're with a 3 of Cups, right? They're with a person. So, but that for them, it's not going on very well. Like it's a very controlling, like you know, Devi. I'm hearing Devi or Dan or Danielle, but it's a very devastating kind of situation going on in relationship for them both. That's why they are both considering leaving. Like 2 people here, 2 people here, man and woman, say, right? Here, I'm leaving my ex, but I still have to keep going back to her, say, but, you know, she doesn't know anything about that we're speaking to one another because we're only really talking to each other as friends. That's all we're kind of doing. She doesn't really know unless she's been watching tarot card readings and coming to her own conclusion where I could end up saying, you're mad as a witch's fucking hat. Have you got any evidence or proof that that's actually happening? Or have you seen me doing these kind of things? Or is it just fabricated by your own belief? Or is it actually just fabricated because you've been watching tarot card readings that are general? Okay, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. So I will say before you end up splitting up with a husband or a partner, make sure that you have got evidence that it's happening, not based off leaving a husband or a wife just because of a general tarot card reading. If you're having general readings and you're changing your life around general readings without knowing the truth or the facts, then you need a personal reading. Sorry guys, but I've got to put that in there. I've seen a lot of people fucking up their lives by watching a lot of general readings and then just putting 2 together and thinking, oh, well, that must be happening because it's happening in that reading. And I think it is, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I believe it. So I'll just take that, fuck up my relationship and go when it might not actually be happening, right? So your intuition's got to be spot on with evidence, okay, Evie or Debbie. So it's got to be spot on with evidence, really, okay? But let's go back to the story as it unfolds. So this person here is talking to someone as a friend that is in a circumstance with someone. That's what brings this 3 of Cups in, okay? This person here is already with someone, but this person keeps going off saying, well, no, we're just kind of like, we're still attached to each other, but I'm trying to detach to come here, but you're still attached to that one. So have you finished with them yet? No. Are you finished with them yet? No. Or have you or they? Do you see what I'm saying? Because this one here goes over to here to try and find out what's going on in this person's commitment and relationship. Then they leave here and go here. Okay. Now, if you're with a complete and utter raver narc, okay, that, like, and this is an ex-husband or a wife that I'm not going to go down because you'll need your actual weekly reading there, right? So within your work is being controlled by your love life. If this be your work sector altogether, your love life, because it be very chaotic at the moment and there's a lot of confusion around of when are we going to get to see each other and when are we going to have to talk with one another. Oh, this is the story that I've got, Leo. Sorry if I'm really blurting out a lot of nonsense, but I haven't done a reading in a day because I actually had a day off. So have you finished work yet? Can we meet up? is she around or is he around? Okay, will he or she know that we are speaking to one another? That's what I'm hearing. Like, have you finished work yet? Well, sort of. Can we meet up? Okay. But I'm still going through something that's very traumatic. I'm still being controlled to stay. No one's ever controlled to stay. This is a marriage or a commitment with children, but everybody's always free to leave whenever they want, right here. But that's what I'm hearing. Like, you know, have you finished there yet? Are you coming over here yet? Going back here, coming here. Now, these are children that are obviously going through this with an ex-husband or a wife, right here. So let's have a look at your family situation. What's going on, Leo, with your family? What goes on around your family? So you've got Aries or Scorpio. You've got a 3, and then you've got a 4 of Cups. Man, your reading is right. So you got someone here is also a very stubborn and arrogant, kind of very structured mother or father figure in their life. This really could be an ex, and that's the 3rd energy. There is third-party love interest all over this reading, completely and utterly. I'm just letting you know that one here. Okay, but within your family, this is the same. This is like life path 4 Scorpio or Aries, okay, and 4 Scorpio and Aries, which means that this person's the matriarch that's in control, that has a lot of control issues around their son or their daughter or their ex-husband. This is the ex-husband or wife. But there's a lot of control here to do with around the kids that they had together or have got together. And this person wants to remain in control, being the husband or the person. But they're, at home, if this is a mother or a father doing this to a child and child neglect comes up, then you'll make up your own mind. Okay. But yeah, it's screaming third party situation here. So let's see what's going on spiritually. What is going on spiritually with Leo? What are they going to be learning spiritually for Leo? So you get the Hangman, another 3, and another 3. So you are spiritually learning about third-party drama triangles, the scapegoat, the victim, aggressor. There's the scapegoat. There's the victim of circumstance. There's the aggressor that's getting really aggressive because they're hitting a 4. So I'm getting really fed up and really sick to death of it before I end up like cutting everybody out of my life because I'm pressured to the goddamn Maxine with a vaccine and people tell him, oh, I'm not going down that road, but like, or Maxine or Maximus, but like, you know, I'm not going down that fucking road, blah, 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 so on and so forth, but I'm still attached. She or he is still attached to her husband or wife and we're still going through all that situation. And blah, 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 so on and so forth, and around we go spiritually in a third-party situation, because you also have a 3 and also a 3 with the king in between. So spiritually, what you are learning about is third-party metaphysical connections. You're learning about empathy, and you're learning about no empathy and empathy. Feeling pathetic also, trust me. You're worried, guilty, feeling guilty. Okay, the other one is, or you are. Guilty pleasures, feeling like I've got a guilty pleasure and like, you know, can I divulge in this guilty pleasure and be tempted away from the commitment and the marriage and the relationship that I've got? That could be the masculine. Okay, and I'm tempted to go outside of the person that I'm with, and they may or may not be aware of that, okay, and then I'm causing devastation wherever I go, and this is where everybody starts to call their husband or their wife or their ex a narc. But this is where I say that spirit puts relationships together. It's not humans. Humans agree for the relationship when you got a connection like you did when you first met someone. You agree to a contract. When you're in the contract and it gets shit is normally when everybody starts saying, you're a narc, you're a bitch, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. And the blame game just keeps you going around. That's what you're learning, is about blaming. Okay, is that this is where people say, but it's that other bitch that she or he keeps going to see, and he keeps going over there to that bitch, and that bitch is the one that stands in my way. And what you're doing is blaming karma, because what is karma? It's a spirit and also a planet. Okay, because it's energy that goes to a planet, that sets it in stone of your destiny to come back down to give it back to yourself. So you just keep going around and around and around, thinking that it's very unfair that this is going on. When will it end? I can't get out. I'm stuck metaphysically and physically to this person. I'm waiting for them to get a divorce, but they keep saying that they are or they're not. And I'm possibly not even fucking talking to this person, but I'm still energetically connected to them. Now, that might be because of children, or it can also be because I've been blocked, that I have actually been blocked out. This person's blocked me, buggered off, not spoke to me. I'm still connected to them. I don't know where they're going. This could be going on around where someone works, also here where they work. Okay. At home, things are really going quite shit for someone, and then at work, it's becoming very complicated because this king is the one that's always in the way of our relationship, which means it's that narc bitch that keeps controlling him, and he's got nothing to do with it because the sun shines out of his arsehole. Trust me, I've seen women that say that, right? So, you know, so let's go back down. Okay. I'm going to clarify these because I'm going to, before we go on to the next one. Okay, don't forget timestamps. Oh, shit. Timestamps are all provided below. So, let's see. Work and money. Any other work and money for Leo? Any other work and money messages for Leo? So, you got a jumper. So, you got he's not good for you right now. Again, it's kind of coming out around your affecting your work and your money and your job, because this is more like, will you please shut your gob and just keep your opinion to yourself and keep out of it because I don't want to talk to you. Okay, it's like putting a gag on it, right? Putting an order on someone, right? Slapping could be a disorder. Some of you have maybe not realized that one of your partners has ADHD. Okay, and you've fucking like had a go before a person has even like thought about going to see another person, that their torment of having ADHD has been so difficult for this person. I ain't kidding you. That difficult for this person, right? That they can't even win. They can't do anything apart from just be quiet. Okay. So if that went on way before that there was a third energy that may be here, then that be because this person here was blamed that much that it made them leave. Okay, because y'all got to understand third-party, metaphysical and physical, and push and pull and mirroring and triggering, right? Because you destroy each other. It's never just one person, right? So this person in the past could have been triggered off that much and blamed that much for not concentrating on the husband or the wife or the commitment, that you're always focused on your work and you're always focused on someone else or something else than you are me. Okay, and then the trigger's set off here, and then it's making someone pushing them towards, you see, y'all just going to blame humans. This is how spirit works, right? Behind the scenes is how spirits work. Okay. So if you're going to blame anyone, I've never really heard anybody calling the spirit a narc, and if you want to, do that. Okay, see if that gets you anywhere. Or the high mighty Lord Jesus, our Christ, amen. God, right? Really can't be that narcissistic, putting in you these situations, right? So let's see. The God Almighty above, that I love, that has made my life absolutely hell since I was born, but I still have faith, George. So let's see. Any other messages for love life for Leo? So still holding on. Yeah, you're still holding on, Dave. Told you, there's no way out. I'm still holding on for hope to each other. So it's kind of like I'm trying to get you away from him or her, but you still keep holding on to the past. You won't forget the past. You still keep holding on to her or him. And why will she not let you go? And unwillingly knowing that it might be the man that will not let the woman go, but that's just what he's told you, right? The man has just said, oh, it's her. She's the narcissist. She won't let me go. Trust me, it's a contract, right? Because that has to be divorced. So, you know, and if it is divorced already, then that's just a spiritual one that you can't get out of, right? So never believe the hype when it says you're like being told by, listen, it's this bitch, she won't let me go, she keeps controlling me and blah, 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 and all that sort of stuff. And I'll come back to you and tell you that, but you could be lying, okay? So just be aware, okay? But some of this, like I said, it's divorcing, situations going on around court, big energy of core energy there, okay, around your spiritual energy, is still needing to get divorced and separated from ex-husband or wife, right? So that's either Leo or Aquarian. So now we are going to do Leo, if you would like to join, before we do Pisces, if you would like to join Patreon, your whole weekly message, because these are next 48, your whole weekly messages with a full table spread is provided below for silver or gold tier, okay, and that is where you'll find the majority of them, because I push all of those out way before I do any of here. So they're constantly churned out as weekly messages for people that are over there, and there's loads of different stuff that I change it up all the time. So you need the silver or the gold tier. Please make sure that you smash the like button and subscribe for next time. And we are about to do Pisces. Okay, Pisces, so don't forget, guys, that all of your weekly and monthly readings are provided below over on Patreon. They are not what you see here. They are different questions, different answers, different ways of looking at things, and so on and so forth. So all of that information is below. Pisces, please can you make sure that you smash that like button and just to give us help. And please make sure that you also subscribe. There's a lot of people that watch that just don't subscribe. So please make sure that people subscribe. Helps out the channel a hell of a lot. So these are what we're going to be looking at, guys. Work and money, love, life, family, and spiritual. Okay, then we're going to merge them all in and see how this is affecting your work, or if your work life is affecting your love life, and so on and so forth, and then how that affects you with your family and spiritual and the lessons that you're going through. So let's see. For me, fish. For Pisces, what have they got going on around their work and around their money, please? For Pisces, for work and money. So investing time and effort into something that might present itself as being quite lucrative in the future. Some of you got your own business sorted out. You're just kind of like saving money and putting it up for a rainy day, earning money, putting it away, earning money, putting it away, earning money, putting it away. Some of you are really like concerned with the name Stern or Butchie, but like really thinking about money and assets and like, where do I invest my time? Where do I invest my effort? Where am I best suited, over here in this area or there? Working towards my goals, and also making sure that I invest my time more wisely, trying to think of different options and different things of what to do. It is a 7, so it's like thinking of options of what to do around my finances and money. Do I take a load of money that I've got and invest it into a bigger job or a bigger business or a bigger knob or a bigger gob or job, or Rob or Robin or Robert or Robertson or Rachel or Rashad Evans, Ricky, anybody's got R in their name. Okay. So let's see what else is going on around Pisces and their work and finances and money, please. So you get, wow, money, 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 shake your money maker. A milkshake. Some of you might have just bought a milkshake maker or an ice cream maker, but shake your money maker, Pisces. So this is pretty much all you're thinking about, or what you're thinking about. This could be stuff that's going out globally. So I am a Piscean, so I'm just going to give you a quick instant. What I'm doing now is different star signs that are all merged together into one, and then doing some effects and stuff that you know that I like doing. But here, going out globally, psychic visions, stuff like that, that this is a good card to get up in your spiritual sector, but this might be what you're doing for work. Okay, so for work, you've got the 4 energy of what's coming up for number 4 that will be spiritually, but what you are doing is spiritual work and earning a living. Okay, so the name Ernest or Evie or Evie or Steve, but like I'm earning a living spiritually, and this is pretty much what I do for a living. This is what brings in the majority of my money here. Okay, so if this isn't involving like spiritual stuff and this is how I earn money, this is an investment that I'm considering doing. okay, considering doing to earn money, okay, but it's kind of like investing money into something like, okay, I'm going to earn some money, and whatever I earn, I'm going to take it and I'm going to invest it back into the business, and then I'm going to take some more money and then wait for some more money, and then when I get that, I'm going to invest it back into the business and get better product, better stuff, better this, better that, okay. So spiritually, if you're earning a good living spiritually, this is you just getting better at doing that, okay, and investing time into it. Now, if this comes down to time, you kangaroo down someone from Australia, okay, you are not kind of like earning a living spiritually here. This is just about where this is like a divorce settlement. For a lot of you, could be getting divorced, separated, and I'm waiting for my money to come in from my ex-husband or wife. And when it does, I'll pretty much have enough money then that I could be set for life then, and then I can do what I want. And I could be from Dorset or Somerset, or the name Summer, okay, or Sarah or Steve. But like, so maybe getting divorced, waiting for a financial payout. Some of you could have just got a job and now you're waiting to actually get paid because you've just got a job, okay, and now you're waiting to get paid. Also maybe waiting to get laid. Some of you could be waylaid off, or you could be late for work. This is also being late, and I'm also hearing someone might have had sex with someone and now their period is where they are now late for their woman's cycle here, or the name Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, anybody's got M in the name. I'm kind of late on my period, okay. That's what I heard. Whether you are or not, I don't know. I'm also hearing Abma, Abigail, Abbott. Anybody's got A in their name. I'm also hearing anal. Someone might like anal, or anal beads, or rosemary beads, or rosemary, or doing it up the chuffer, as they say, Pisces, is what I'm hearing. So chuffing on a pipe. Okay, some of you could be smoking crack or ganja. This is copious amounts of ganja and smoking on a pot. This is me weed growing machine. Some of you could be ice cream. I actually just made and bought one actually myself. Look, yeah, here it is. Look, a ninja smoothie, Pisces, ninja ice cream maker, and you can make smoothies, and you can make gelato, and you can make gatto. But I'm making low-fat ice cream for my diet. Some of you could be on a diet here, and this is like weighing in, like I'm just about to step on the scales for the first time. Could be dealing with a Libra or a loaf path 2, but I'm just about to step on the scales for the first time and see how much I weigh here. So someone could be on a diet. This could be you or the other person. This is kind of like bringing into your health stuff, which is not really a question at the moment. If I keep looking over here, Pisces, it's because this is where my questions are. What you're watching is what I'm watching, and it's over there, Pisces, here. Okay, so working, good, earning a living, maybe looking at some extra money, okay? This is like a little bit of extra money on the side. It's also a piece on the side. You might be dealing with Meg Ryan, but like a little bit of piece on the side, right? But like a bit of extra money and a bit of extra cash. This could also be gambling and stuff like that. And I keep winning and winning and winning and winning and investing into more winning. But really, I just keep going around in circles and circles. And when will it ever stop? Okay, when is enough enough? When have I got enough money? Okay, retirement and stuff like that is also here for some of you. Or I could go on all day with those cards. So let's see how your love life might be affecting your work life if it is. So let's see what's going on around Pisces' love life. What is going on around Pisces' love life? Let me fish. So you do have a 3, Pisces, which is the world. So it might be a long-distance communication, long-distance travel. Some of you might be going away. Oh, I just realised I just bought tickets to go and see Greta Van Fleet in London, in the arena, okay, in the Wembley Arena. But yeah, any of you out there like Greta Van Fleet? So I've actually got me ticket. So I'm going towards near Christmas. So some of you might be traveling or something like that here, traveling salesman. This person could work away for quite a while here. Kim, I was there in Kimberley, Kim Bolton, Kim Tastic, Kim Tasia, Tasmanian Devil. Something to do with, the place, Tasmania, or like, mania. Someone could have like ADHD, okay, having manic moments. It's just another manic moment. So love life for Pisces, please. So you have got Virgo, life path 9 energy. You've also got more than likely not speaking to someone because you could well have split up. Now, we've got multiple options that are... Here we go, deep breath, Steve. Right, some of you have got divorced in a situation that you're waiting from your husband or wife. These are the children that you've had with an ex-husband or an ex-wife. This is the lucrative energy. This is the lost energy. I seem to be losing the interest of my interest, like losing interest of money, okay? Losing interest because of a divorce settlement, ex-husband, wife. My children seem to be losing interest in me, okay? In my love life, more than likely not speaking to the person and deciding to like, okay, then don't speak. If you don't want to speak, then I won't. Now, if you're not arguing, this is just at the moment, you're working, they're working, and you're more than likely not talking. These are like text messages, but they're not talking energies. Okay, they're thinking. So love life, I'm thinking about my partner, if I'm in one, but I'm at work at the moment. I'm with a partner and I spend a lot of time thinking about them whilst they and I are at work, because they might work away, I work away, and we just spend majority of our time thinking about each other while we're away. Some of you here, this could be a friend or a new person that you could be indicative with, which is a friend. If there is a third party, then what you need to do is watch other readings indicative with the energy of the reading where people are wrapping up cycles to go towards new people, okay? Because you do have a 3, okay, there, and then you do have a top energy of gaslighting, top trump card of gaslighting and ghosting and not speaking and not talking, and I'm separated from this energy and we are not speaking, we are not talking, I'm just carrying on with my work and my business, and this is my ex-husband or ex-wife or just ex energy here for some of you. Okay, so let's see what's going on around Pisces. This is a big one, Pisces, if you're like me. What's going on around Pisces' family, Jenna? What's going on around Pisces' family? So around your family, you've got the 8 of Cups. You could be, oh, God, wow. So you really could be in a third-party situation when it comes to your love, because we do merge all these into one. You do have 3 and 3 energy, and you have come up in other people's readings, not you guys that are watching this, but in a third party. Okay, so when it comes to family, they might be at a distance, okay, where you do not live with your family, but they are at a distance. You have to travel to see them. This is also like a visa and a passport and getting tickets and stuff like that, okay, to be able to travel to see them, or whether I don't or not, and I either consider them as someone that lies all the time, or Elijah, or someone that tells the truth. But you might be at a complete distance. It's not showing me love here, but again, it is only 3 cards. Jen, okay, but there is distance. My children or my kids are away, or my family, I'm at a distance from my family, and I walked away from my family years ago. Okay, I walked away from my family years ago, or literally just recently, that I do not communicate with my family, Jenny. Now, if family relate to where these are my children, and my obviously children are my family, but they have been taken by my ex-husband or wife, and we got divorced and we got separated, or we separated, but we had children in your love life, this is the energy of waiting to be able to see my kids from my ex-husband or wife, where I want them to come over to visit, and I'm just basically waiting for them to come over and visit and stay for some of you. And that might be to do with an ex that you may have had children with in the past, and you may be single here and you're actually not in a relationship and you are single, but your main concern, Stern, is the fact that you have children with an ex and you're waiting for them to come over and visit and stay with you, well, within the next 48 hours. Okay, it's normally about that kind of timeline that I'm looking at. Okay, so let's see how your spiritual, what is Pisces learning spiritually? What is Pisces for the next 48 learning spiritually? So spiritually, you are learning about distancing yourself at Harry Potter's dick, and also the Queen of Swords. So you might be learning about things where it's kind of like, I just want to do something very passionate and just creative. Like I'm just going more towards my creative handwriting, creative adventure. Me is, I do video editing and stuff like that. I love tarot card readings, video editing, music making. But whatever that might be to you that you find creative, that is kind of what you are learning. Now, there is a Queen of Swords here that can be representing a third energy, because this can be the other woman that is in the way of our success, that is how I see it, and this could be merging in with family. So if it merges in with family, okay, if it merges in with family, then this is where... This is to do with work and money, and your job is being affected more so by dreaming and like I'm being gaslit by my family members, and I'm single, but what I'm learning more about is my mother. And spiritually, what I'm learning is detaching and attaching. This is detachment or attachment. Keeps trying to attach, but I'm not speaking to them. I would rather detach from my family, and that's me cutting out my family and deciding not to attach, because I do live at a distance from them, and I either don't want to speak or don't want to talk to them, and the further I go, the better. Okay, so depending on how you see it for a lot of you here, but you know, you don't have to make a tarot card reading if you're like, well, do I have to think that way? No, not if you don't, no. Okay, so that's kind of like your family, okay, which is, sorry if I have to keep going up, but it's also the lighting that I've got set up for the table is different than up here. So this is kind of like, you know, I'm family-wise, they're at a distance, and I can make a decision whether I want to go and see them or not. It could just be like a long-distance relationship where I'm actually not talking to them at all, okay, and I decided to cut them out, and I'd rather just carry on with things where my love life is more to do with me than this person here, and I'm just going to concentrate on things that I love doing without the interference of the Queen being here, okay? So that can be that energy, because here, if you look at the cards, the Queen has actually decided to turn her back on all of this, right? This is what I'm concentrating on, turning my back on it, and really just, I want, like, even if you live with a parent, I haven't got time to be, like, here. Like, I'm out, you know, concentrating on work, doing whatever I'm doing. Spiritually, that's that. I'm doing that, and I haven't really got time to think about anything else. I could be a single mother, and that's kind of what I'm doing, but I'm being a single mother, okay? And then when it comes to, like, family, my ex-husband or wife is blah, blah, blah here, and I'm single mum, doing my best on my own. Family are separated, or my ex-husband or wife is, okay? And spiritually, what I'm learning is just to distance myself away from the chaotic energy. So let's go over Pisces, the clarification of these. Please make sure that you smash that like button, Pisces, that you subscribe if you haven't, and also let me know in the comment section what you reckon to these, because the comments are now back open. If anybody is very nasty, you will automatically get reported to YouTube, and if you do it 3 times, you get your account suspended, and I mean your actual email account, not just YouTube. Everything account gets suspended. Okay, so let's see. There could be something around an accountant or something being suspended, or suspenders, or suspended. I've been like, this could be a child that gets suspended from school. This is like, I'm going to have to leave early. I'm going to have to go early. So I don't know if this is, so where are we? Work and love life. Some of you don't stay around long enough. Like, you might be dating someone, but you only get to see each other now and again. And it's kind of like, I'm going to have to leave early tonight. I can't stay all night. I'm just like, you know, I can't stay early. I'm going to have to leave early. Okay. And it might be from work, like I'm on annual leave and I'm about to give birth to a child, and I'm going to have annual leave because the child is about to come. Now, it might be that my kids are just about to come out to school and I have a job here, but I have to keep going over to pick up my children, so I have to leave work early. So if you're at work here for this person, don't forget, I also read throughout your whole chart, okay, wherever you've got 3 or Pisces. But I have to leave work early, okay, because I have children that I have to pick up. so I can't work full time. This is like part-time energy. And this might be during my spare time is where I'm building up something where I can work from home instead of having to like work here and then also have to pick my child up. So there's a single energy that is here. Because I did hear I have to leave early. Okay. So work and money. Any messages around work and money for Pisces? Any messages for work and money around Pisces, please? So you get triggered around your work, which is obviously, if you're on YouTube, get used to it, because these are people that just constantly fucking bitch and complain and moan all the time. This is why I ended up closing it down, but everybody really wanted me to put the comment section. So believe it or not, you know, comment. I hope you do, because it helps out the channel. But I'm just not looking at the messages. Okay, I'm deciding not to like look at the messages. So hopefully you guys, if you can keep an eye on my messages if you like, and ban people if they're on there, because it doesn't affect you. But yeah, getting really triggered about my work. Like I said, if you're online, okay, these could be very nasty people that come in to say shit that, you know, they don't understand how tarot works, or they just do it purposely, okay? But like, you know, they think, oh, you're talking about me from the cross-watch energy, and I don't like the fact that you're saying blah, blah, blah. Stop watching tarot then, because it isn't built for you if that's all the way you're going to use it, is abuse it. Stop watching it, right? Here, right? You're watching a person that reads your life. Obviously, you're going to get pissed off and triggered and mirrored and annoyed that people are chatting on you, but that's your life. That isn't the tarot reader. You don't need to tell them that all the time, okay? Then have a go at them, okay? So, you know, if a tarot reader is really triggering you off and pissing you off, well, then look at that and think, well, what do I need to change about myself and my relationships because no one wants to be with me? Your fucking mirror, your temper. Right? I don't want to listen to all of that shit. I don't want to listen to the truth. It's their fault. I'm just going to let the tarot reader know that it's their fault. No one gives a shit, Felicia. No one cares. It's your life, okay? It's why you're watching readings. Unless you just want to watch someone that's just going to lie to your fucking face, you know, it's up to you, right? Yeah. But people, let's see. So where does love life come into the situation? Oh God, crazy bitch, full of problems. Fucking hell, Dev. So, I don't know, it could be Chucky's Cheese or whatever, but like, or Tyler, I don't know, he deals with Chucky, doesn't he? But like, triggered and mirrored, and why don't you all just fuck off? Right? So in your love life, they're like, I'm not speaking to this crazy bitch, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And that could be the ex, right? You're just kind of like, oh, there's too many triggers, there's too many mirrors, y'all not cutting the mustard, bruv, y'all keep doing this, and blah, 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 and bollocks to it, right? I don't even want to know. I'm just getting annoyed right here. So in your love life, well, it might be someone's on their own because people see this person as crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but you're loopy. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't know. It just says crazy bitch, full of problems, right? Now, I can only tell you from a male's perspective. If I go to a female and she's wearing a tinfoil hat, okay, and absolutely crazy and loopy and that's stressful and fucking no chance, bruv, as a stable male, no. I'd rather be on my own. It's God's honest truth. I'd be like, fuck that. I am not taking on that ball of problem. To me, I don't care how you look, sweetheart. If you're a ball of mess and you're a ball of problem, no. Okay? So, I don't know. Like I said, it's up to you. But it does say my love life, crazy bitch. Okay? So that's for the males out there, right? For males out there that have had enough of their ex. So this is where I'm going to lose a load of people. But let's give you another card there, Pisces, just to stick up for the crazy feminine people. Any other messages for Pisces' love life, please? Nothing feels better than this. Oh, dear. There really could be a third energy here. Y'all fight it out. You fight it out. I'll just fucking leave you to it. Not talk to you, not speak to you, and you just... like, you fight it out. And you're kind of like, yeah, but it's that bitch that keeps stopping him. And it's her fault. And there's blame going on and everything else. And this person's just saying, I ain't invested in no third party, Dave. You have her or have him. I don't really give a shit. But I am not getting in. And they're like, oh, nothing feels better than this. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, you know, do you have to keep like, because this can be like social media, right? sick to death of putting things up on social media, and all you do is just keep putting things up on social media, and it's kind of like, oh, my life is so great. You're like, oh, I really don't want to keep watching all of that crap. I think it's pretentious and bullshit. The bitch is absolutely crazy. So it's up to you. Hey, Dave, where are you going showing all my crap? All right, why it decided to go over there? Could be a spirit. It does follow spirits. This is a spirit camera. Camtasia, Chamomile, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julia, Jason, Jasmine, Jack. But this is the truth. This is what I'm kind of seeing here. Not for all of you guys, but whether you like it or not. Right. Here, this is publicly putting things out online. This is looking at things online, but I'm trying not to look because I'm sick to death of their relationship, that they keep putting things up where they keep making out that they're all so great, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sick to death of looking at their relationship, and I don't want to know about it because you just figure it out. You do what you want. But this is someone that's trying to stop watching like Facebook because I'm on their Facebook and I'm sick to death of their perfect lifestyle that I think is fake and they shouldn't be together. But she's a crazy bitch and she's going to treat him like crap and she shouldn't really be with him and he shouldn't really be with her, and I'm just going to come across as a crazy bitch when this is more of like, you figure it out. Okay. So, I mean, trust me, these can just be weird people in the background. If that be an ex-wife or husband or an actual... See, these people can do this. I'm not going to lie to you. These people, like, they've come up like on my channel and had a go at me about stuff that I do in my life. The fuck's it got to do with you, right? As if, like, they've got a fucking connection with me that they have a right to tell me what I can post, what I can't post, what I can talk about and what I can't talk about in my own life. Some people go absolutely batshit crazy thinking that they have an input into my life and I don't even fucking know them. And they come from Timbuktu. Oh, Steve, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I don't even know your fucking crazy ass, right? Here, so they have an input and they get pissed off with my life that is nothing to do with the people. Trust me, if you're a YouTuber, be careful because people do love to jump straight into your business when you split up or you get back together or you make your own decision. You get crazy people on the fucking internet, believe me, okay? It's full of bullies and God knows what else. But there is a circumstance of like, okay, I'm sick to death of looking at their perfect lifestyle, okay, and blah, blah, blah. So I don't really want to watch it, right, here. So, where are we going now? So we're looking at now Pisces for family. Any messages for family for Pisces? It threatens you never to leave. Person, yeah, hot drama. Hold up. This shit is getting good. There's someone that's sticking their nose right into someone's love life or business. Like this can be like the kids and like, oh, I'm fucking so sick to death of this person here, constantly always butting into my commitments and my relationships and kind of like is jealous over the fact that I'm with my husband or wife and my family don't like them, okay, because they never have and they never will. And it's kind of like, I'm going to threaten you not to be with this person because I find it like a soap opera, okay, watching your life, being more concerned about your love life and where your dick's going and his dick and everything else and the peanuts in your shit. I'm more interested in that than I am my own life. I can let my life go by. I'm more interested in yours. You do get them. So I'm picking up that could be what's going on in a person's family, where this be someone's mother that's constantly stalking the shit out of their children's like relationships of what they got going on. Okay, now these kids can either be young or old, I don't know, but then this is what the children actually think. Okay, I'm sorry if you want to know the truth if you're not speaking, but it says nothing feels better than being with this person, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do if I'm in a commitment and a relationship. Okay, because the bitch is crazy and full of drama, constantly telling me what I can do, what I can't do, who I should or who I shouldn't see, what I can look at and what I can't look at, and fuck it, I'll just rather not speak to you at all, and you can do whatever you like because it's easier just to have you out of my life than actually in it. And that could be going on around an ex-husband or wife or just a mother and a child. Here. Okay. Sorry if these are very hurtful, truthful messages, but like I said, you're watching me here. So spiritually, okay, well, that is spiritually. Don't matter, bruv. because it can still be family. Let's have a look. Any other messages for spiritually for Pisces? What they're learning spiritually is had enough. So we're not going to do that because that was clarified, but I think I just got them the wrong way around, right? Trying to fit them on the camera. But that seems to me like it's family. Okay, spiritually, if it was, it's just hot drama and just threatens and I'm just trying to stay out your way. But spiritually, I've had enough, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Anything else coming out for Pisces? Okay, oh, just realised it says Divine Feminine on the top. Don't worry about that, what that says, okay? Because it's not, it's a different reading. So, mind my own business, take care of me. Fuck it, I've had enough, Dave. Spiritually, I don't really care. Because spirits have done nothing but just put me in these circumstances and I'm sick to death of keep going through it. That's your karma. You do get very frustrated at times, getting very fed up. We keep dealing with it, but that's what we're here for, okay? To disconnect from negative energy and then reconnect at times, or disconnect and reconnect. Okay, Pisces. So if you would like to join Patreon, your full weekly reading is over on Patreon, but you will need the silver or gold tier. These are all going to be in different ways now, okay? But majority of the stuff, I always do weekly readings and give more attention to the stuff that's on Patreon, okay? So you will need the silver or the gold tier provided below. Please make sure you smash that like button, Pisces, for me. Comment below and please subscribe. If you guys are not subscribing, please make sure you subscribe. We've got to get this channel going now, guys, okay? So with your help is the only way I can do it. Okay, so the next one is going to be Gemini. So thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it, Pisces. All links for anything that you want is provided below. And we're now just about to do Gemini. Gemini, so we're here to do you guys now. So don't forget, Gemini, you can also watch this as Gemini or Capricorn or Life Path 6. I also forgot to mention it in Leo. Leos are Aquarius and also Aquarius and Leo, or Life Path 8. Okay, but as a Gemini, you can watch Capricorn readings, even if you do not have a Capricorn in your chart. And you just have, like me, moon sign of Gemini, you can watch Cappy readings, okay? Because it relates to numerology. So please make sure you smash that like button, Gemini, before we begin. Please make sure that you also subscribe. There's a lot of people watching and not subscribing. So we are going to do your work and money, love life, family, and then spiritual of what you're learning, okay? And then we're going to merge them all in order to give you one full reading that can represent other messages and then clarify them with what's in the news. Okay, so let's see. All links are provided below for Patreon because that is where your whole weekly readings are, and they're always done a day or 2 or 3 days before anything comes out on YouTube. So work and money for Gemini. What is going on around their work and money for Gemini, please? So 4 of Cups, finding it very difficult in order to be able to get any interest. Okay, like I'm trying to get people's interest, but they're really not that interested. Now, it can be something that comes in a little bit more lucrative, but we'll have to find out what the next card is, which is the 9 of Wands. So whatever is going on in your love life, if there is, this is actually affecting your work here. Something that could be affecting your work. You might not be actually working at all, or money. See, I always find that assets and money are controlled by spirit. You get what you get, and that's pretty much it, Gemini. So you might be thinking of ideas of what to do, but it's stressing you out. Like your work, you might just be like really stressed out because you can't control things to work how you want it. Like you're really focused on, or Michael or Connor, but Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julie, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Now, if this really comes up as your love life, we will merge love life into work. Because if your love life is a sham, then this is really going to be affecting Shane, Shaz, Sharon, someone from Australia. But like, you know, this might not be like where I'm working at all. I've got no money. I'm suffering through PTSD. I'm not interested in a job. I'm not interested in getting up. I'm not interested in going anywhere. I can't find any money, and even if I do, okay, this could be mental health. So this can be like claiming income support or mental health benefit, like, you know, I've got mental health, I can't work, blah, 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 suffering through whatever, so I claim off the government, and I'm not actually working at all, okay, here, for a lot of you. Now, that might be because you're a single parent or you got situations going on, but the moment I'm picking up, like, I might not be working at all, okay, because I can't go to work because of mental health, right? Me, I have mental health, but I can always go to work here. But some people, they can't, or they don't go to work here. So let's see. Anything going on around work and money for Gemini or Capricorn or Life Path 6 for Gemini for work and money is the Ten of Pentacles. So there is money there, but it seems to be like a family business at the moment. Like I seem to be like, because this is also like claiming income support. So I am getting money, but I'm off ill, sick. This is like being sick mentally, physically, emotionally. I am like suffering through PTSD. And I need to claim, like, because if people actually go to war and they see people, this is, see, you know, people get in relationships. I'm suffering through PTSD. Try going to war. But, like, you know, people that come back from war with PTSD, this is like a package that's put together by the government for the person that's come back from war. But they don't get any extra benefits. So I'm picking up someone that's on benefits, child benefits, you know, situations of X that are still weighing on my mind. I daren't go outside. I don't want to go outside. If I go outside, I'm going to be seen. So I'm suffering through paranoia, schizophrenia, maybe paranoia, not interested in working for the money that I'm getting, and I'm getting that from the government for some. Now, this can be retired. I'm tired and I want to go home. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone through my head. So it might be someone that is an addict, like a drug addict, or now this can be you or the other person or someone around you. But as it stands, what I'm picking up at the moment, that some assets are being controlled by another, which means by your mother or by your father or theirs, ex-husband or wife or parenting, or something is being controlled that is out of my circumstance to control, which means that it might be an ex-husband or a wife, and they have control of all of my assets and all of my money. And until I get divorced and separated, I am finding it very difficult to be able to find, because this can also be like inheritance and money, and I can't seem to get my hands on this where I want it to be more, but I can't because I have to wait for something to be over before I can get this, which can mean separation and divorce, okay, for a lot of you. But I will need to clarify that by the other part of the deck, or see what comes out when we start to look at your love life and why you are maybe affected by this. So show me Gemini. Show me their love life, what's going on around Gemini's love life, please. So Gemini, in your love life, there's the Six of Cups, family, 6 and 6. And then the Queen of Swords that came up in this position of the one that was just before you, which was Pisces, come up as their mother. So here in love life, there is something about visiting parents, okay, or avoiding them and staying out the way because there's control, and I work from home and I can't cope with the people that are around me at home, okay. But like love life is where I go to visit and stay with the Queen of Swords, okay. So where I am at the moment working is very controlled environment. Okay, I can't earn what I do because other people are in charge and I work for somebody. Okay, and then this energy here of around your love life, well, someone's definitely going to see their relationship. Now, if there is a third party that represent why this is because they keep visiting and traveling over to see this Queen of Swords. So if there is a third party, it's because I've just been ghosted and left on my own, okay, at home or wherever, or Trevor or Tracy or Treacle, and this person keeps traveling over here to see this queen. Okay. So I'm a victim of circumstance of being on my own, separate, on my own, maybe single mother, having to deal with the fact that this person keeps going over to see the Queen of Swords. Right? So your love life, if you live separately and you are together, but you don't live together, this might be a coming together, okay, or a coming up to living together. 6 and 6 with the Queen of Swords. Let's see what's going on around Gemini's family, please. Gemini's family situation. So you got the Page of Cups. I had to take that because I thought Meg Ryan was here. So this seems to be your love life here, but it could be family. I mean, it is in the family section, but this is more showing me of love life here. So there might be a complication of family. Okay, I work from home here, 4 of Wands, and my mother energy, but I'm always avoiding and staying out the way, and then going to visit my girlfriend or boyfriend because the family are in the way for some of you. Okay, and it's more to do with my business and not yours. Now, the family energy here is also divorcing from Meg Ryan, which means that we need to separate or get married, one or the other, because this should be marriage. But if this is in the working money and this is in the love life, it does feel that someone's trying to move from this to go here, more towards my love life or my family or my actual getting married. Soon, getting married, they may have children. But if we look at family and I don't get on with my family at all, do I not get on with my family? This is coming across as the family that have the 4 of Wands and the Empress. Okay, the provider, the matriarch. Now, you either get on with this energy or you don't. But at the moment, this energy here are 4 good cards. Okay, 4 good cards, or a good win, or a windfall, or money. Something to do with that. Someone that has quite a lot of money. They live with their mother, and they can afford to have a nice house and a home, and there could be resentment. Okay, that you live there, you have all of this luxury, hamper and whatnot, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Empress, and you get to live with mummy like I do, but I've always been blamed for that. But I am a Gemini moon and my mother is a Gemini, and I'm a Pisces sun, so I do. But where can this lead to problems? So this can be where people resent people for living at home. Like, you live at home, you don't get on with this person, but you live at home, but you lead the life of luxury, but that doesn't mean that there's an emotional attachment. That means that there could be a physical attachment because it's stable and it's grounded, okay, and at least I have a roof over my head and I own half of it, okay, and the majority of it is mine and theirs, but we live together, but we do not get on with one another. Now, people can live with each other all the time. Ask a married couple, right? Because this can become of a marriage. Ask the people that are married trying to get divorced, right? But this can be where your work and money is at home. You're either one trying to get divorced and separated to get this assets and this money, and it's being controlled by, well, the marriage that this person's in, which means that they have everything over here, and this is completely unfair because that's what I want. So I resent this bitch for having it. Okay, that they've got a nice house, a nice home, they're spending my money, okay, and my money is what I owned or I was inheriting. This is also inheritance, because I'm picking up of a deceased energy here, that, because this came up, I forget what your name is, sorry sweetheart, came up in the comment section, right? Where because I said this would drive me crazy. In my live, going live, if I also run the join button as well as Patreon, which is you guys that can come on and ask me whatever questions you like when I go live. I channel deceased loved ones, and then I also do questions and answers for the people that have paid $2 or $3 all month long. Someone was saying that their dad or their father got married and didn't get on with her at all because it was very controlling situation, and the kid as a child gets kicked to the curb, and the father, instead of giving it to blood relatives, gives it to another person that isn't an actual blood relative. See, so that could be, if you're looking for those answers, that's kind of also what I'm picking up, where there's resentment coming from someone of resenting this person for having it. But I mean, I haven't been in that circumstance, but I do have quite a lot because I was a bricklayer and God knows what else, where I put a lot of work and effort into this Four of Wands and money, assets and everything, and gave up my house to invest into this one and so on and so forth, but with mother here. So some of you can have this like resentment, being resented for having like a luxury house and a home and don't have to work or maybe at all or as hard, or like I can kind of live a nice decent life here with my family and I don't want to move. I don't want to move in, or I don't want to move out. Like I don't want to move out from here. But some of you, there might be an energy where this is resented by this person having what this person didn't get. Like divorced, separated, I lost, you won. Or we're getting divorced, how come you've got all this and I don't? How come you can move on with another woman and I don't get anything, and you get another woman and I get abandoned and ghosted with PTSD trauma on my own and you get all of this? That's karmic energy there. Okay, that's the unfair energy and the unfair advantage. Why have you got all of this? Because your chart says that you are to receive, okay, and then that I am to be taken from here. Because this would also relate to like children, ex-husband, divorces, taken to and from energy, right? So there's a taken and a giving energy. 6, Gemini, Capricorn. 6, taking and giving. 6, taking and giving. So spiritually, that we will get on with in a minute, Gemini, there is this energy that this one here sees it unfair, the fact that this one has the receiving energy, because it's receiving, it's going towards here, right? Which means it goes to the family, okay? What I've inherited goes to the family. What I've been given goes to the family, or it goes to my actual wife. I got married, okay? And because I got married, okay, but I didn't have children inside of a relationship, like it's my stepmother, because they got married, okay, they were in a long-term commitment, they were in love, and they decided to give it to this woman here, to give it to this person here. I'm going to give it all to you. This person doesn't see that that's fair, that this person's got that, okay, here. So it might be like, you've got my kids and that's unfair, and I've lost, and like I'm losing my children, and I've lost money and assets and time, and all I can think about is work. I have to work 10 times harder because I have to pay you for looking after my children. And how is that? You see, that got turned around on a friend of mine. Okay, an actual friend of mine, not online, but it turned around on one of my friends, where it was kind of like there was such a dynamic between ex-husband and wife where they've actually got 3 children together in a circumstance, and 2 of the kids went off to the father after being with the mother, like because they were all with the mother for a start, and then 2 of them decided that they actually wanted to go to the father, and 1 stayed with the mother. But then the father turned around and said, okay, now the kids are with me, all of the money that you've been trying to get out of me in maintenance, you now pay me. I don't care whether you're a woman or not. You're my ex. You will now pay me for the rest of your life until the children are older, because now you owe me. And it got turned around on an energy that I'm like, but they're a fucking narcissist. They shouldn't win all of this. They're a narc. Why do they keep winning everything? Why do they have my kids, my children, my assets and money? And why do they sit pretty and everything is great for them, but everything is really bad for me? Karmic energy here. Karmic energy here to do with assets and money and being unfair. I'm in a relationship and I have like more money. My partner doesn't, has to work harder than what I do because I'm older, retired. Okay, I'm nearly at retirement age, or I am retired, and I've worked fucking hard all of my life, and I'm older, whereas where I need more security. So because I have it, I'm resented by other people for having what they don't, you see. So that could just go on in a partnership and in family. A whole war between family and partnerships of like what your partner truly feels is the fact that you get everything that you want, and the other person connected to you, Gemini, is like, well, that's completely fucking unfair. You get everything. I have to go to work. I'm a slave to the environment where I'm controlled by that, and saying, well, I run my own company. I run my own business. Just because I'm older, okay, I've been there. I've done that. Me, when I was younger, I was having to walk up fucking ladders with concrete blocks on my shoulder, 2 at a time, coming down the ladder, picking another 2 up, going back up it, bucket of cement and muck up on my shoulder, up the ladder. then back down, then bricks, then hodding bricks, and then muck, and then fucking chafed, bad back, and then rain and wind, and then too hot outside all day. Me, I've been there, I've done it, Dave. Like, I couldn't do that anymore, but I was. So later in life, when you slow down, sometimes people can look at you as if to say, well, you don't do anything. You just sit at a desk nowadays. I've been there, Dave. I've been there, done it, wore the T-shirt, right? So it's no good blaming someone of their elderly age for having more than the other one here, okay? Because this can be you live with your mum and you get everything that you want and you live in your mum's basement like some lunatic told me on the fucking internet that doesn't know the half of it. I own half of it. I built it with my own hands. Thank you. But again, own half of, right? Already. Or I have it already, right? I don't need to work for it because I already have it. So you can get people that resent people, okay? So you could have resentment in the family or partner towards the family, or there is something about an inheritance of now being able to live like this, okay? With my family or without them, with what they had or have, okay? Because this is lost, gained, lost, gained. Every time you lose, you win. Put it that way. If I've lost here, I win more here. If I lost a loved one, I lost a loved one, but I gained this, security. If I lost a karmic X, I lose a karmic X, but I gain this. If you guys are like, yes, but they shouldn't fucking be getting what I want because I should be getting this, you're blaming. You're not going to get this. It might take a lot longer. I want what they have. That's not fair. I grew up down the council estate and folk grew up with Wurzel Gummidge, right? But that family got to do this and they got to do all of that, and they had better jobs, they had more money. How can they help that here? So there is this resented energy of like, if you guys are blaming someone for being given something or receiving something, don't do that. Okay, do not do that. For cross watchers are alike. Because my well-being would be for you, that it wouldn't turn out in your best favor to be doing that is to resenting this energy here for that, okay? So be careful around family, okay? Now, like I said, there might be security, but you're actually controlled and narcissistically held onto by an energy that will not let you just be yourself, where you can be like, well, I've got all this, and this is lovely. But the connection of love is not there. Like, it's just being in a marriage that's dead. There's no love there. There's security that people stay around for. Like, well, if I was to go on my own, could you? Well, in Britain, start a mortgage off. Say at my age, 47. Fuck no. There is no way. People nowadays in Britain, I don't know what it's like in America, cannot start mortgages. I don't know how they do it because of the price of it. It's so expensive for a mortgage nowadays to get started. Unbelievably expensive, especially if there's a baby involved, right? They have to have a huge family that's left them in inheritance to be able to get going on the ladder, okay? But here, you might live here, and this is great, but where I live, because the emotional content is not there, so it makes it awkward to be able to actually leave it. Okay. Oh, so spiritually, let's go on spiritually for Gemini of what they got coming up, please. Spiritually for Gemini, what have they got coming up to learn? So you got all the sixes out here, Gemini. Now, what is Gemini learning spiritually this next 48? Is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. See, karma coming back around here. There's blamed energy of someone receiving and someone being given and taken here. This is taken from. Spiritually had things taken from me, but still happy. Okay, but this in reverse is where it doesn't quite go in my favor. Spiritually, it's not going in my favor. So, like, I always believe that money and assets and people are all guided by divine energy, which means that they are in control of assets and money, divorcing, separation, who you meet, when you meet them, and money as well as everything else. And you get it when you get it. And if you don't, you don't. And unfortunately, a lot of people have said, Steve, why are you not a bigger tarot card reader? Because a lot of people don't like me, or they don't watch it, or it's just not found. all I do is just think, well, there's spirit not wanting me to have it, so I'm not going to keep fighting to get it. Okay, because it does annoy me, I must admit. But this is kind of like, well, it might not meant to be. You're probably not supposed to be as big as other people, because within their chart it says that it is. So they win big all the time. You look at it and think, how come you've got loads of this and loads of that and this and that and everything's big, and you've got all of these things? Okay, and how is that? That's not fair that you've got all of that and me. It's because it's destiny. It's written in someone's chart to receive more than the other. So that's why you've got destiny in reverse. So I can't really tell you too much about it, because the other two corresponding cards are very good, which means I'm just moving on with my life, feeling like I've won anyway. Okay, so there is an ending here, because within work and money, it's being controlled. Assets and work and money are being controlled by this energy here, which means that it could be an ex-husband or a wife or a mother or a father that are in control of the assets and everything else. But it's very karmic, because it's a family setting energy here. Okay, so it's losing and winning, gambling, taking risks, taking chances, trying to spiritually learn about forward movement and not going back energy into something, making up my mind, sticking with the energy that works. This is also what I do here, test things around YouTube. What works, what doesn't work. Aries doesn't work. 500 views every time I do it. Can't keep doing Aries. Sorry, can't do Aries. No one watches them. It just doesn't work, right? So what do? Work towards where it does. Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarian, right? Other star signs that really work, that engage, subscribe, like, get subscriptions. Other ones, I don't. So you have to look at the whole algorithm of life and think, right, where am I investing into what works? Where am I investing into what doesn't work? If it doesn't work, am I going to continue to do that, or am I not? Okay, so it's like choices. What works, like, do what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, do it. If it makes you sad, stop doing it. Right? Love what you do, and when you do, it loves you too. What you do loves you, and when you do it more, it loves you more. Okay, so always do what you love, and then what you love loves you back. Okay, never do what you hate. Okay, so I don't know why it's looking at my microphone and my bin and fucking everything else. That's a good shot, right? Really gonna have to make sure that I clear some of this shit up, because you can be like looking at like skin mags and shit. There isn't. Like, zoom in on the skin mag. It's like, oh, Steve's been like got a skin mag that says an expensive fucking holiday on a British goddamn train. What is it? Listen, right? British trains. You can go to Peterborough, Cambridge, and loads of different shitholes around England. Peterborough, Newark, St Neots, Stevenage, okay? And all it costs is £900 to go 5 minutes up the road on a train. That's lovely, Spotty. Can anybody afford it? Who gives a shit? Would anybody pay that? Would you pay in Britain £900 to go 45 minutes in a car? 45 minutes to Peterborough. It's an absolute shithole, Dave. Peterborough is a shithole. It's got more spicks and spacks around it and needles and shit growing all over the floor than you can think of. Drunks with no teeth, bro, getting into fights, right? £800 to go and visit there on a train. Really? What, you mad? I was laughing at it, but yeah. The British countryside. Just pay £800 and you too can look out of a window at places like this where you could actually go in a car for £20. No, we want to pay £800. Anyway, so just a quick interlude. So here we go. Let's start clarifying everything here. Gemini. So, work and money for Gemini. What's going on around their work and their money for Gemini is still dating, keeping options open as a narc. Well, I don't know. Is that love life? Still dating. So it could be coming up as a third party, 3 here, I don't know, ex-husband, wife, still dating, not finished with them, still like controlled by an ex, even though they're dating, it's not fair, they won't let me, sort of thing maybe. Show me energy coming up around Gemini's love life, please. So you got illusion. Maybe you believe a lie. Oh, okay. I believe in a thing called Elijah. Okay, so illusion. Metaphysical, not physical. Illusion. Some of you are just connected to someone that you believe has a relationship, that you have a connection with, that just doesn't. Here, they have it with another person, possible third-party energy. But you do get people, that feminines, that wake up on a karmic, but they don't contact them. They just stay there with an energy of, I'm just in love with a myth that's not even there, Stuart. Okay, family for Gemini. Getting closer with my family. There you go. So there is good energy there around family. It's actually my mother's birthday today. She's a Gemini. 21st, the longest day. 21st is my mother's birthday. Here, family. Getting closer. Let's see. Spiritually, what's going on with Gemini, please? Spiritually is toxic relationship. Both the same. So there you go. So Chucky and Cheese was in the other one. Now it's just Chucky and Cheese, whatever y'all call her. Here, Karmic X. Okay, toxic relationship. Karmic X, divorcing, separated, money, assets, ex-husband or wife. So there we go. We have finally got through all three. Thank you so much, Gemini. Please make sure that you smash that like button and try to get these videos out there as much as you can, so I can actually have a little bit of relief that something works for my channel, because it's been going down. So please make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. If you would like your weekly reading, it was done yesterday or the day before I think, which is over on Patreon. That is a full table spread with other messages coming out, what to be looking out for your whole week. Over on the Silver and Gold tier, you get weeklies and monthlies. They are all churned out way before anything is here. These are just sort of like 40, well, your environmental energy of what's going on. 3 cards, not much. Okay, but if you want a whole spread and a whole reading, that is over on Patreon, Silver and Gold tier. And if you want the join button, that is deceased loved ones and messages, personal readings for people for £2 or £3 when I go live. Okay? Thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all on the next reading.